Hey guys, new video here. I want to talk about the map drops, and I think there might be something weird going on with certain situations on the Atlas. I'll present the information here. So what me and my Orabot friend were doing is we were running some Elder Burial Chambers, and the way that we were running them is 4 Chisels, obviously using an Alchemy, then Corrupting. Corrupting is very good this league. And then using obviously 4 Sextants around it, re-rolling for like monsters or things that would give more loot, quantity, all of that. And then of course we were full juicing, so we were using Scarabs, right? Reliquary, which doesn't affect the map drops. Legion, which adds a lot of monsters, should affect map drops. Harbinger, very nice for the monies and the map drops. And then also Breach, right? And so Breach also drops maps from the rare monsters as well. So with all of this investment, we thought that we would like heavily over sustain. I don't think anyone who's ever sustained maps would say that that's like a normal level investment. It's definitely going above and beyond, and you should be getting hella sustains, right? But we really weren't. There's this nifty little website right here, and this is called MapWatch. Basically what you do is you upload your client.txt, and it'll show you every single map you've ran, even if there's like a master mission in there, how long it takes, how long you're in town. It'll give you the date and the time. So it's very easy to take this data and see both how many maps you've run and which map you're running and all that stuff, right? So you actually have the data. So we were running in a group, and we ran a bunch of Elder Burial Chambers, T16s of course, and we were getting just over 1 sustain per map, right? So with all this investment, we were getting on average a little over 1 map per map, right? Like maybe like 1.1, 1.2 in the long run. And we're like, what the hell? This feels like really weird, because Burial Chambers has a decent amount of monsters. It's with all these map league mechanics in there, we should be dropping way more, right? And from previous leagues, you're usually swimming in maps. So then what I did is I changed my Elder strategy for a while, and this is where the tinfoil hat thing kind of comes in, something that I've always believed and what other people I've talked to have kind of seen as well. And it might only pertain to certain maps, but I'll just lay it out like this. So I changed my Elder's Orb from Burial Chambers into a Spider Force. It's not anymore, because Spider Force is a garbage map. But when you have an Eldered Orb on a map that's not the one you're running, for some reason, it seems like you drop way more maps. And just to give you an example, what that means is, if I run, let me just show you these maps I have. If I run any of these Elder Burial Chambers, right, when the Elder's Orb is not on Burial Chambers, let's say it could be anywhere else, any other map, okay, but you're running the Elder Burial Chambers, you'll drop more of that map, right? So right now my Elder's Orb is on Tower, and we're still running Elder Burial Chambers, right, because we still have some left, so why not? So every T16 map that drops, because I have my Jardians uncompleted, will be Elder Tower, right? It can't be anything else unless it's from a Legion or like a Cassie mechanic that can drop like one of the like Hydra Ponix, any of these Jardians, right? So like 99% of the maps we drop are going to be Elder Tower. And so what we realized after looking at the actual map watch, because once again it gives you the exact times. So last night we ran 30 maps and we sustained 3-1. And that's not changing anything. We're still using Reliquary, we're still using Legion, we're still using Harbinger, we're still using Breach. So nothing has changed. We're rolling the maps the same way. But wait, there's more to it. There's another level to it. When we did this test, when we switched the Elder's Orb off of the map that we were running Eldered, right? So when we switched the Elder's Orb onto Towers, we were also running lesser maps. And the reason for that is because I realized that like when you run a T15, a natural T15 around the middle here, you can't really, I mean, like Sextanting is fine, like Rex Sextants aren't that expensive, but since it's always linked to one of the Shaper Jardians, it's gonna drop that T16 naturally, right? And I didn't want that. So what I did is I uncompleted all the natural T15s, as you can see, well, except for this one, because Canyon's actually pretty good, so I'd want to drop that. So I uncompleted all of them. I have a Shape Dunes going on here as one of my T15s along with Canyon. And so what my Atlas bonus is now is, instead of being at 155, I think I'm at 150. Yeah, I'm at 150 now. So doing this test, we have less Atlas bonus, and let's say going from 155 to 155 to 150 is like losing 10% of your +2 conversions, right? Basically. And so we have a less Atlas bonus. And not only that, is because we were like close to leveling each of me and the Orbot, I took out the minus max. I took out a lot of where's my run tab real quick. I took out a lot of these maps that have 8 mods, because you know, to get these 8 mods, you're looking at like curses, minus max, and I took those out, right? Because I don't have a warding flask. And so I took out a huge pool of like high 30s and 40 something % pack size maps. Look at these. You see this? I just took those out of the pool that I had rolled, because we want to be safer for leveling. And right, like look at the pack size on these, like 18, 24, 23, 26, 25, 21. So they are much lower quantity on average that we were rolling, right? Given scarabs are the same, map rolling is the same. So not only did we have less Atlas bonus, and we had sometimes like half the pack size and much less quantity on the maps, we triple sustained the Elders. So I don't know what's going on there. It might be just an issue with barrow chambers. Maybe there's some hidden coefficient on certain maps, like maybe they don't want you to over sustain Elder Barrows too much, or like maybe some maps that are bad have higher like drop rates. I don't really know. There have been things that are kind of messed up and kind of bugs with the Atlas before. Atlas hasn't really changed since it got introduced. And yeah, it's just something to think about. I don't know, something to think about. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stream it on Twitch. You guys have any questions, you guys can ask me that. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.